Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today we're going to be talking about Cancer in the 11th house. So, what does it mean when we have Cancer in the 11th house in your chart? So that would make you a Virgo ascendant. So, I would check out my videos on Virgo ascendants because that'll give you a better idea of what's going on in your entire chart. But for this video, we're just focusing on the Cancer in the 11th house. So, before we get into all that, I'd like to just let you guys know that I'm having a massive year-end sale. You can get 60% off of all my energy work courses by using code HOLIDAY at gebotheshaman.gumroad.com. And then you can also get 30% off of my Vedic astrology readings at vincent.thunderwizard.com. And you can get my Patreon courses. They are currently, so I do have a Patreon, and my Patreon is basically all my courses. You sign up for a tier and you get my courses. So I have my courses going for like super cheap, like just like $30 a month will get you, a course. So it's not bad. And then if you go to the higher tier, you'll get not only the basic course, but you'll get the higher tier course as well. So it's like you pay like $10 more and you get 2 courses. So it's a really good deal. Anyway, so what else could I say? I have my courses, and I have my life coaching available up there too at patreon.com/GeboTheShaman. So if you want life coaching, shamanic life coaching could be revolving around spirituality or whatever you want to do. I like having a practical effect on people's lives, so helping people improve and achieve what they want in a practical way. That's what I'm all about. So if you want life coaching services, they start at about $100 a month, and that will get you an hour a month with me. So, check that out. Okay, guys. So then we'll get into the video. So, just to let you guys know, I do have, I always like to tell you guys what I teach. So with those courses up there and courses down here, it's a combination of Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, and meditation that I teach. So it's very, very powerful stuff that was, kept secret for years. And my teacher was like one of the last Americans to learn that stuff. So it's pretty powerful. Okay, so Cancer in the 11th house. Now, what does it mean when we have Cancer in the 11th in our birth chart? And this would be in our D1. So, when we have Cancer in the 11th, it means, Cancer is, so we'll talk about what Cancer means and the 11th house means. So, Cancer is basically the sign of the mother. It's a sign of your mother. It's a sign of emotions, emotional nourishment and caring, compassionate, things like that. Hospitality is another thing. So just like this watery sign ruled by the mother, very compassionate, nurturing, caring, loving energy. This is one of the signs that pertains to unconditional love. Things like that. So we have Cancer, and the sign of Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is also, it has to do with our emotions. It's our heart mind, our meditative mind, our heart mind. And so what this does is it the emotions pertain to water, and so the moon controls water. The tides rise, the tides fall, and the moon, it's like our emotions. It's always in flux. It's always, growing to full and then going back to new moon. So, so like our emotions are always in flux. We don't have a consistent emotion, or at least it would be not healthy if we did have just a consistent flat like state of emotions. So this is all about emotions and accepting your emotions and things like that. So that's kind of the sign of Cancer. And then we have the 11th house. So what is the 11th house? The 11th house, it pertains to the sign of Aquarius. And the 11th house is all about the result of your long-term efforts. So it's like, Capricorn is like, or the 10th house would be working really hard, but the 11th house would be like getting the results of your efforts, getting the reward for your hard work, kind of thing. So the 11th house pertains to friends, social groups, large community, social circles, social groups, organizations, humanitarian organizations, new age technology, things like that. So yeah, it's all about other people and interacting with other people, and the sign of Aquarius is like the water bearer. So we have we have air and water kind of mixing here, and so this creates a it's like a very nurturing like a nurturing person who like wants to really take care of their friends and things like that. So yeah, so so what happens when we have Cancer in the 11th house? So we have Cancer in the 11th house. That would be 11th house has a lot to do with like community and humanitarianism and stuff like that. So if you have Cancer in the 11th house, that means that you're going to be very very compassionate and kind and caring and nurturing to other people, especially if they're like, if they have, if they're like underprivileged, or things like that. You could be the one to like go to Africa with a humanitarian group and really help and support people and things like that, and really like mother them and nurture them and in an emotional way. Not so so Cancer in the 11th house wants to nurture people in an emotional way. So maybe not necessarily how like a Virgo would. Virgo is all about, giving them food and water and medicine and all that. But the 11th house is all about emotional nourishment, emotional, like, caring for others and meeting others' needs in an emotional capacity. So yeah, let me check how I'm doing on time. And I'm good. So yeah, it really just kind of pertains to, meeting or like helping others, supporting others, and helping others in an emotional capacity. So like, you could make a very good counselor, a very good, crisis relief counselor, or something like that, where you go in and you're, other people other people in your organization are providing food and water, but you're there counseling and tending to other people's like emotional needs and really counseling them and being there for them emotionally. So it's a really powerful, really amazing placement here, because you could do a lot of great work. Okay guys, so I think that does it for me. Once again, if you have not already, go ahead and check out this site right here and check out all my sites and all my programs and all my stuff, because you know, they're all on sale. They're all heavily discounted now through the end of the year. So yeah, check them out. And you know, you really would do yourself a service by signing up for those, because I know that they will change your life if you do them consistently every day. That's the point of spiritual practices, to, you know, to make you, they make you feel so good. It's like they really relax me and help me unwind, but also like empower me and allow me to, you know, feel good about myself while I'm doing them. So, you know, yeah. So those are there for your empowerment and for your benefit. And yeah, so I guess without further ado, we'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.